Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Naima, and in today's video I'm gonna be showing you how to make a salmon French butter sauce recipe with mashed potatoes and spinach. Without further ado, let's get started. For the ingredients you'll need salmon, whole milk, salt, melted butter, rosemary, garlic, nutmeg, potatoes, white pepper, and heavy cream. For the French butter sauce you'll need butter, white wine, white pepper, salt, lemon or lime, and last but not least, shallots. You're also going to need spinach. Now I'm going to cut my ingredients, so I'm going to cut my shallot into dices. I'm going to put that into a boil. And now I'm going to cut my potatoes. You're going to cut your potatoes in 4 pieces. I'm going to cut my lime and reserve that for later. Here I added cold water into my pan and it's on the stove, and I'm going to add my potatoes and let it cook for 20 minutes. I'm going to add a tablespoon of salt and bring to a boil. While my potatoes are cooking, I'm going to make my French butter sauce. I'm going to add my shallot in another pan, add my white wine, and the half of the lime. And I'm going to let that reduce. When the liquid reduces, I'm going to add gradually my diced butter and mix with a whisk. This recipe is so easy to make, and the French butter sauce tastes better with fish recipes. French butter sauce in French is called Beurre Blanc, and it is a classic creamy French sauce that is made with butter, shallots, vinegar or white wine, and lemon juice. And as I said earlier, the French butter sauce tastes better with fish recipes or seafood recipes. For those who are wondering, the French butter sauce is a French recipe. After mixing everything together, I'm going to seasonate my sauce, and I'm going to add salt and pepper, white pepper. And mix again for 1 to 2 minutes, and the sauce will be ready. So when my sauce is ready, I'm going to filter my sauce and reserve that for later in a warm place. Now I'm going to make my milk sauce for my mashed potatoes, so I'm going to add milk in my pan, heavy cream, garlic, and rosemary. I'm going to stir and bring to a boil. While my milk sauce is boiling, I'm going to check my potatoes, and as you can see, it's ready. So I'm going to drain my potatoes. So when I'm done draining my potatoes, I'm going to grate my potatoes using a colander. I know it takes time to do this method, but I like this method because it makes my potatoes smooth and good. But if you have another way to make your mashed potatoes, you can do yours. So back with the milk sauce, so you can see that it's boiling, so I'm going to turn on my stove and reserve that for later. So I finished to grate my potatoes, so I'm going to add my melted butter and mix. And after that, I'm going to add my milk sauce and mix again. After adding my melted butter and milk sauce, I'm going to season my mashed potatoes by adding salt and pepper, white pepper. And I'm also going to add a bit of nutmeg. And I'm going to mix everything together, and my mashed potatoes will be ready, and I'm going to reserve that for later. In the meantime, I bring some water into a boil, and I'm going to add some baking soda, and I'm going to add my spinach and mix everything together and let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes. I'm adding some baking soda to keep my spinach green. As you can see, I drained my spinach, and I'm going to add some butter and mix. And I'm also going to season my spinach by adding some white pepper and some salt. And mix again. So in another pan, I'm going to make my salmon. So I'm going to add some butter and when it's hot, I'm going to add my salmon. Do not overcook your salmon because it's not good when it's overcooked. And I'm also going to add a bit of olive oil, and I'm going to let the salmon cook for 1 to 2 minutes. And I'm also going to add some salt and some white pepper. So after 1 to 2 minutes, I'm going to turn my salmon, and I'm going to add some salt and pepper. and I'm also going to add the half of the lime that I cut earlier. So after 2 minutes the salmon is ready, so you're going to turn on the stove and I'm going to serve. So in the final step I'm going to serve, so I'm going to add my salmon in my dish. And I'm going to add my French butter sauce on my salmon. And that is basically it, guys. It looks so delicious and I can't wait to eat. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, don't forget to leave a like and also comment down below if you have some questions. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!